kinds of atoms. Different element will have different atoms. So hydrogen element will have all hydrogen atoms. So if it is hydrogen element is forming a molecule, then it must have two hydrogen atoms. It can have five hydrogen. Any element can have more than two, three, four. Okay, atoms. But condition is that they must be same. Like sulfur form S8 molecule. Okay, ozone also form O3 molecule. Okay, got it. So we say that this is H2O2 S3 ozone. Okay, these are the homoatomic molecules. So homoatomic molecule are the molecule of elements. Are the molecules of elements. Okay, and if I'm talking about the compounds, molecule of compounds, so you know that when two or different atoms chemically combine together, two different substances chemically, I'm talking about chemically, how, what can anybody answer me that what is the difference, that how can we know that these two elements are chemically combining or not? Can you answer me that how can we recognize that whether the elements are chemically combined or not? Bolo, Gari?
When they like chemically combine, they form a new molecule.
They form a new molecule, and the constant of that molecule, like for example hydrogen and oxygen are present in the water molecule. But hydrogen is not showing its property, oxygen is not showing its property there. Okay, समझ आया? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
So hydrogen is a
Yes,
molecule,
sir.
oxygen is a molecule, hydrogen is an element, oxygen is an element, but here hydrogen and oxygen are not showing its property. Hydrogen can burn but water cannot burn, oxygen help in burning but water cannot help in burning, rather it extinguished fire. समझ आया? So we'll simply say that water is a molecule hydrogen. Okay. Next one is like CO2, like like NO2. These are the molecules, heteroatomic molecules. So please, everyone, please write down this one. That what is the difference between homoatomic molecule and heteroatomic molecule? Okay, please note it down. Yes, you guys have to write it properly. Okay, I will check it after the class. Yeah, and it's going to end because. Okay, so please note it down carefully. Yes, you noted everyone. Noted everyone.
No, sir.
Noted every. Noted. Noted.
No, sir.
Yes, noted everyone. Yes or no? इतना टाइम क्यों लग रहा है भाई?
Yes, sir, done.
So why are you not saying? हाँ. Okay. Next is simply we're just going to deal with the elements and compounds. Okay. So what actually the elements are? What actually the elements are, and what actually the compounds are? Okay. Let me explain you. That elements, sorry, compound and mixtures. What are compound and what are mixtures? So compounds are the substance. Okay. Compounds are the substance that you know that have fixed formula, that have fixed melting and boiling point, that cannot be separated by simple physical methods. Okay. Like for example, if you have water and and water, you cannot separate the hydrogen atoms and the oxygen atom from it. Okay. You know that one. You understood? समझ आया कि if you want to separate the hydrogen and oxygen, can you separate it by evaporation? No. By boiling? No. If you start water evaporating water, then will it get converted or split into hydrogen and oxygen? No. It will still remain water. Okay, whether it is changing, it's okay, but it will remain as water. Got it? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
So elements,
Yes.
compounds are in compounds, elements are chemically combined together in the fixed ratio by. What is saying? What does the statement mean? That if you are want to make water, so for water there should be two hydrogen and one oxygen atom. You cannot make water for two hydrogen and four oxygen atoms. समझ आया? समझ आया? Got it? And mixtures, elements are physically combined together in non-proportionate manner. Like for example, if you have mixture, okay, so mixtures elements are chemically combined together. They are not chemically combined together. Elements are not chemically combined. Let me explain it. Like for example, if you are going to make a water solution, and you add water and you add some sugar to it. So if you add 2 tablespoons of sugar, then it will be a sugar solution. If you add 3 tablespoons of sugar, then it is a sugar solution. But in compound, you cannot have. It is not your will that you can have. Like America is saying, no, no, we are having a special water. We have 3 hydrogen and 5 oxygen in our water. No, it is not. It is not what. Water, if it is found in America, whether it is found in lake, whether it is found in ponds, whether it is found in atmosphere, whether it is found underground, it must have fixed some chemical composition that is 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. So in elements, in a compound, elements are chemically combined together. Understood? समझ आया? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
But
sir.
in compound, but in mixture, it is not. But in mixture, it is not so. Okay. Got it? The constant,
Yes.
the constant of the compound do not show their properties. The constants, you see that hydrogen and oxygen are not showing property. Hydrogen is a fuel. Does water act as a fuel? No. Oxygen is a fuel. Does oxygen act as a fuel? No. So they are not showing their property. And the constant of the mixture show their property. The constant cannot be separated by simple physical method like filtration, oxygen boiling. Okay, you cannot separate them. Means you cannot separate the hydrogen, you cannot separate the oxygen, you cannot separate. Okay, by simple physical method like boiling, evaporation, filtration, no. It is not. But in a sugar solution, you can separate the sugar and water by evaporating. So they can be separated by simple physical method. But physical methods are like boiling, evaporation, condensation, crystallization. centrifugation, filtration. These are physical. Okay, are you getting my point? समझ आया? So these are the physical methods. So they cannot be separate. The compound cannot be separated by this. However, these can be separated. Okay, these can be separated. समझ आया? समझ आया? Okay.
Yes.
Fixed formula, fixed melting point, fixed boiling point. No, they have fixed formula as no fixed boiling point. No. Okay. So this is very, very important for you that, like for example, water has a fixed boiling point that is 100 degrees. Although hydrogen and oxygen have minus 195, minus 185-degree boiling temperature. But the compound which is formed by joining hydrogen oxygen gas, it is boiling at 100 plus 100. The difference of 200, 300 degrees Celsius temperature. That is very, very huge temperature difference. However, if you are adding, like for example, you have water, water boil, fresh water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Like you are adding sugar solution and you start evaporating, it can boil at 102, 103. It does not mean it will boil at 200 degrees Celsius temperature. It is not so. Okay, समझ आया? समझ आया? It is not so. Got it? समझ आया? अच्छे से?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So noted down this one. Uh, okay, properly, that what is the difference between compound and mixtures, and properly you have to write it, and I will show you notes after, and you have to show me your notes after the class is complete. Yes, Hafsa, why you are keeping your camera off? Is it any issue, beta? Hafsa, you there? Why are you keeping your camera off? Is there any issue?
No.
No, and it's okay, but you have to send me the notes after the class is going to end, okay? Whether you are writing properly or not. So note it down, beta, fast. Everyone fast. अच्छे से लिखो, साफ साफ एकदम.
Okay.
Okay, just a minute. You done?
No. No.
Okay, note it down. You done?
No, no. Done, sir.
Okay, other students still writing or done?
Almost
Okay, when you done, please let me know.
done, sir.
Okay, so let's move further. Let you tell me the answer for the following one. Just a minute. Just tell me the answer for the question number one. And question number nine. Yes, tell me the answer बेटा क्या आंसर है इसका जल्दी बताओ फटाफट से बहुत टाइम हो गया. What
Option
could be?
B. Option C, sorry. C.
Option C. What is saying? अभी तुमने पढ़ा that the two chemical species X and Y combine together to form a product P. To form a product P. Now it is saying X and Y when combined with they're forming a product. Product is P which contains both X and Y. Means P is going to have X and Y. Means whatever the formula of X and Y, they are going to have that. Okay. Now X and Y cannot be simply broken into simpler substances. I have told you that it cannot be broken into simpler substances. What does it mean? It means that it is an element because in the definition we have discussed here, okay, that we have discussed here that elements are the substance that cannot be split into two or more simpler substances. Like you have iron. You can break the iron strip, but still it is going to have iron atom. No? You cannot form a new substance like you are splitting iron. You can convert it into aluminum. No, it is not so. But a compound, when you are splitting a compound, you can split compound like water by passing electricity by chemical methods. You can split it into hydrogen and oxygen. You can split it. So splitting is possible in compounds, not in elements. समझ आया? You understood? Next is here same. So it is saying that X and Y are compounds. No, X and Y are not compounds. P is a compound. X and Y are not compounds. Why? Because X and Y, it is saying that X and Y cannot be broken. Cannot be broken into simpler substances. Okay, समझ आया? Yes or no? Yes or no? And X
So
and Y are elements. Then so X and Y are elements, and P has fixed composition. I have told you the compound. P is a compound, and compounds have fixed composition. Like for example, if I'm talking H2O, whether it is found in in any state, whether it is steam, whether it is gaseous, whether it is liquid, whether it is pond water, whether it is a lake water, whether it is ocean water, whether it is underground, whether it is rain, it is always going to have H2O formula. Okay, so they have fixed composition. So one, third, and fourth. One, third, and fourth. D is the correct options. Okay. So since you have answered me wrong this question, so please note this question in notebook fast. Note this one.
done.
Okay. So please, what could be the answer for this question? Please let me know the answer for this question.
Sir, is it C?
Is it C?
C.
Yes, yes, it is C. Let me check. It is saying that A and B, it is a reaction that is taking place. Now it is saying for the incorrect one. So first is incorrect because the product A to B show the property of the substance. No, because A to B is let it is H2O. Consider it is H2 when react with something O2 and then it is forming H2. Same A to B, then H2O. Hydrogen it does not show its property. Oxygen does not show its property in water. So it means A to B shows property, no, it is incorrect. The product B will have fixed composition, yes, because product is a compound and compound always have fixed composition, so it is correct. Now the product so form cannot be classified as compound. Yes, it is classified as compound. It is also correct. But it is saying cannot be. It can be. The product so form is an element. No, it is the product so form is a compound. So it is also incorrect. So the incorrect questions one, third, and fourth. One, third, and fourth. One, third, and fourth. One, third, and fourth. C is the correct one. So please note it down this one because you have again told me the incorrect answer for this one. Oh, sorry.
Done, sir.
So tell me the answer for this one, please. Question number one.
So can you confirm something?
What is saying? Speak a little bit louder, please. Speak a little louder, please. Hello, Aleph and Gauri, are you saying something?
No, sir.
No. So, so please note it down. This one. What could be the answer for this one? This one for this. What could be the answer for this question? Tell me. Which of the following substances are pure substances? Please tell me fast. Which of the following substances are pure substances?
Sir, is it B?
B. What is saying? Pure substance cannot
B,
contain
B,
one.
B,
B. B
B.
for ball. B for ball. Pure substance. Pure substance are the substance that are going to have only one kinds of particles. So pure substance contain only one kinds of particles. Yes, it is true. Pure substance may be compound or mixture. No, pure substance can only be compound or element. It cannot be mixture. Pure substance have same composition throughout the solution. Yes, pure substance have. Whether it is elements, they are going to have only one kinds of atoms. Whether it is water, it is going to have all type of H2O molecule. Pure substance can be exemplified other by all element other than nickels. No, it is not so. No, it is not so. Nickel is also element. So why we are going to exemplify means why we cannot use example of nickel? We can use the example of nickel. Okay. So pure substance can be exemplified by all elements other than nickel. No, nickel is also an element. So it is asking for the correct statement true. So for fourth is false and second is false. Fourth and second is false. So one and third is correct. One and third. Yes, B is the correct option. One and third is correct. Note it down. You done? Noted? Write
Yes.
only the correct options. Okay. Noted everyone. Alif, you also. Now we are just going to discuss that what are the types of mixtures. Okay, types of mixtures. There are the two types of mixtures. One is homogeneous mixtures and then one is heterogeneous mixtures. Okay? Homo means same and hetero means different. So we're talking about the homogeneous mixtures means the mixtures that are same and hetero means that are different. Okay. The two, so if I'm talking that homogeneous mixtures are the mixtures, okay, that are having only one type of means that is going to have fixed or uniform composition throughout the solution. The most easily explainable term for the homogeneous mixture is uniform composition. Like for example, if you take you make a glass of water and you take a glass of water and you add some sugar to it. So it does not mean that if you take a first sip of the water of that solution, it is some having different taste and the last sip is having different shape. It is going to almost having same composition. Are you getting my point? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
But if I'm talking about the heterogeneous mixture, like you have sand and iron filling, okay? Or if you are having like the grams, the chana grams mixed with uh some some sweet corns, okay? Sweet corns. So if you take that as you can have either five 5 grams and two corns can be there. It can next for the next time it can be 7 grams and four. So they can be different composition. Okay, are you getting the point? समझ आया? So
Yes.
what I want to say that they have uniform composition throughout the solution. These are called homogeneous mixture, and that has different composition. They are called heterogeneous mixture. Got it? समझ आया? समझ आया?
y- Yes, yes.
Okay. So note it down that what is homogeneous mixture and what is heterogeneous mixture. So and the most important this things of a homogeneous mixture is that for a homogeneous mixture, if you pass the light beam, the beam of light will not be visible in the solution. But same if you pass the beam of light in the heterogeneous mixtures, then the path of light will be visible. You will see that here beam of light is not visible inside the true solution. There is beam of light is not visible. Okay, it is still been made, but that line should be not be drawn. बस यहीं तक होनी चाहिए थी ये लाइन. उसके बाद ये यहाँ से स्टार्ट होनी चाहिए. तो ये अंदर जो लाइन है वो होनी नहीं चाहिए थी. लेकिन फिर भी मैं बोलूँ तो बल्कि path of light will be visible to this one. Let me show you this one, the colloidal solution, so that you can understand in much better way. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so if you are going to have a colloidal solution and you pass a beam of light through it, then it will not be visible. The light will not be visible to you. Okay, you can check it. That milk is a colloid. Okay, this is the true solution of sugar and water. So if you pass the light is the path of light is not visible. Okay, it is not actually visible. But if you pass the light with the milk in the colloid, it is actually dispersing it. Okay, or it is scattering. The light of means the whole glass will become. Okay, you can check it. Let me tell you. Let me show you this some another some activity. Just a minute. In some other activity. And that's visibility of part. Just you can understand this by this video. This video is very much interesting and will help you to know that this is okay. Just try to understand with this. So what is we have first initially taken the pure water. Okay, in both the you can only see that with the Roshni, the light is here. No path is visible. But you when you add milk to it, it become colloids. And now you can see clearly that the path of light is visible in that one. So in colloids, the path of light is visible, but in true solution, it is not visible. It is not visible. Why? Because the colloid particle are much bigger enough, much enough that they can easily scatter the beam of light. And this phenomena is called scattering of light. Understood? This phenomena is called scattering of light. So particle, if the particle of light is big enough that it can hit that particle and can reflect it, then it is called particle. Okay, you understood? समझ आया?
Yes.
Okay, so just a minute. What do we have? Okay, so draw these two. Just a minute for that solution. Okay, draw this diagram, please. This is the main thing. Heterogeneous mixture, the particle of light is visible, path of light is visible, but its homogeneous mixture, it is not visible. Make this one, please. You done this one? Yes or no? You are taking much time, भाई.
Yes, sir.
So why are you not informing me? ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है. चलो, अब समझो ध्यान से फटाफट. There are the three types of mainly we have two types of solution. Just ध्यान समझना बेटा बहुत important है. Okay, बहुत important है. देखो, we have homogeneous we have mixtures are of two types. I have told you homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous and heterogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, now just look at this. Homogeneous mixture, if I'm talking homogeneous mixture, what do you mean by homo? Ho means same. Okay, so this is only, it has only one kind of, that is same composition. We can say that it is going to have homogeneous mixtures have uniform composition, and it is going to have one type of solution. We called it true solution. But heterogeneous mixtures have two types. One is colloids, and another one is suspension. Like example, colloids, the most important thing is that if you pass a beam of light, then it will scatter. The path of light will be visible to you. But in true solution, if you pass the beam of light, it will not be visible. Beam of light will not be visible. Okay, समझ आया? So the most important thing in true solution is that it has like I'm saying, colloids are also homogeneous. Like milk is a colloid, it seems to be homogeneous. Okay, and like sugar solution is also homogeneous. It's have fixed composition almost. But what is the difference? That the particles of colloids are big enough that they can scatter the beam of light and the path of light is visible to us. समझ आया? समझ आया?
Yes,
You
sir.
understood? Okay. So if the path of light is visible, then we called it we called it heterogeneous mixture. So most important thing is that if I'm talking about the heterogeneous mixtures means that okay, that it must show the particles are big enough that they can scatter the beam of light. And suspension, they are even though these particles are visible with the naked eyes, like the soap solution. So if you take the soap solution, then it is heterogeneous mixtures, and it is a example of suspension. The particle of suspension will settle down after some time if you keep it undisturbed, like you dissolve sand in water. So after some time, the whole sand will settle down. So, but in colloid, the particle generally do not settle down after some time. And here also, in true solution, the particle does not settle down. They can in colloid, they can settle, but it is slower. It is very slower than in case of suspension. Okay. The main difference between colloids and true solution is that in true solution, the path of light is not visible. It's that visibility of path of light is called Tyndall effect. We call it Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect. Okay, effect. So we call it Tyndall. एक ही है ना, Tyndall effect. Okay. So Tyndall effect. So what I'm saying here is that they show Tyndall effect. Colloids show Tyndall effect. Suspension also shows Tyndall effect. But the true solution does not show Tyndall effect. Mean Tyndall effect means the visibility of path of light. Got it? समझ आया? समझ आया?
Yes,
You
sir.
understood? Is my voice is clearly audible to you, or it is disturbing?
Clearly audible.
Okay. So please note down this one about the true solution, colloid and suspension. Then beta,
No, sir.
note it down. So what is saying here? True solution, particle do not settle down. The particle settle down. Particle settle down. Can be separated. Okay. Can't be separated. Don't have uniform composition. Okay. So you have to note it down that the even though the true solution particle is so small, even though the true particle solution is so small that it can even pass through filter paper. Okay. Even though the colloids can be separated by filtration, sorry, the particles of colloids is also small. So same that it is not visible with the naked eyes. Okay, and we can simply say that even though the particles are so small that they can even pass through filter paper. Are you getting my point? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
समझ? Okay. Don't. But the particles of suspensions can be separated by filter paper. Okay. Don't scatter the beam of light. They scatter the beam of light, and okay, they also scatter the beam of light. Okay. So note it down fast. When you're done, please let me know. Are you guys having any exams here?
Yes, sir. Next Thursday I have
Next, then which chapters are coming?
um matter around us. Yeah.
The first chapter.
Yeah, first chapter.
So note it down. When you're done, please let me know.
Done.
Other? Aleph, have you noted this one better? Aleph. Aleph, you there?
Yes, sir.
You noted? Send me your work, beta. Send me your work. Okay.
So can you pardon me?